Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy New Day. So this is lunchtime in Bali, because I am in Bali, as many of you already know. So for those who are in Europe, it's very early in the morning. So I'm gonna accompany you, guide you through this day. This is the last of the lives. Hi, Yoga with Rindar. Hi. So I'm gonna accompany you in this last live to present the training to become Priestess of Aphrodite and Sacred Sexuality, which is starting very, very soon, actually now. So this is the last occasion for you to join in. Today, we're going to talk about some very, very hot topic, boiling, explosive topic. We're going to talk about women, power, sex, and money. Woo! Woo! So, first of all, in the meanwhile, if you don't mind, write to me, where are you connecting from? Because I love to put people in connection, people with the same Aphrodite values. Because people that follow me usually have this heart, enormous heart, and have the same vision of considering spirituality as something to live in the body, to live in the nature. So a very embodied and rooted, grounded spirituality. So if you feel somehow Aphrodite values calling you, you can write down from where you are connecting. So you can connect between each other, maybe noticing that you live close to each other. So women, power, money, and sex. These are topics which bring up lots of turmoil in people, especially when connected to spirituality, especially when connected to women and spirituality. This may sound like an oxymoron because women power, women money, women spirituality, and money are really not accepted by our society, not accepted at all. Because we live in a society that asks women to give without an end, without ever questioning the woman. How are you? Are you okay with this giving, always giving? So in the spirituality realm, women especially are always asked to give with never receiving. Okay, disclaimer, I am still the one who practices and carries on actively. I'm an advocate for gift economy. I still do it, and I will always support gift economy. In fact, half of my job every day is pro bono for the Temple of the Great Goddess of Rome, which are invited to visit. It's an actual place. It's the first goddess temple in Italy after many, many years. So I still do lots of things pro bono for free, and I still give lots of my knowledge and my experience for free. At the same time, I promote the ending of conceiving the archetype of the woman as a mother without boundaries that has always to give, even when she's exhausted. No, cannot work like that. We women are human beings, even if we are goddesses somehow. But there has to be some mutual giving and receiving, like the gift economy itself says. In psychotherapy, there is a psychoanalyst, Winnicott, who wrote about and theorized about the good enough mother. So the mother, to be a good mother, doesn't need to overdo, to bring herself to exhaustion in order to her son or daughter to feel happy, nourished, and loved. She needs just to be good enough. She just needs to be enough. So women listening, you don't need to do fireworks in order to be a good woman or a good mother, or a good spiritual teacher or a good mentor or a good coach. No, you don't need to overdo. You need to be good enough. Of course, prepared. You need to know your job, but you don't have to give with never receiving, never stopping, never listening, never pampering up yourself. This is not healthy, not for you, nor for your spiritual kids or your biological kids. If Winnicott, the psychoanalyst, Winnicott speaks about the good enough mother, Lacan speaks about the bad enough mother. What does it mean? That the good mother is the bad enough mother, the mother that doesn't say you, I'll do everything for you. Leave that. I can do that for you. Oh, no. Don't get tired. I'm going to do that for you. A little bit like the cliche of the Italian mother, which in some cases, many cases still, it's true. Because they overdo. And by overdoing, if you are a real and biological mother of kids, or if you are a spiritual teacher, overdoing, you're not empowering anyone, not empowering your kids, not empowering your students at all. So you don't need to give, to do in order to receive something. It's like being always in credit, and to have power over that doesn't bring anything, doesn't take you anywhere. So it's really impoverishing and belittling you, continuing to give with never receive, both in your work, in your money condition, in your family environment, and in your relationship with your partner, and in sex. So a good relationship, any kind of good relationship, is based on circularity, on mutual gift, the mutual gift of sex and pleasure if you are in a relationship, the mutual gift of giving your competencies in change of a proper honorarium if you are a coach, a mentor. So we're going to speak about that today. Women, power, sex, and money. And in that, I called in now, for all of you listening, the Queen archetype. I work a lot with the Queen archetype with my students. And you will work by joining the training, by joining the amazing group of women that already chose to immerse into my container. I'm talking about the training Priestess of Aphrodite and Sacred Sexuality. So if you join in, we will work a lot on your sovereignty, bringing it up. What does it mean to be a queen? Do you feel a queen now? Not enough. There are some distortions also of the Queen archetype. The Queen archetype, if she's not healthy and into her power, into her sexual energy, vital sexual energy, into her sexiness, she can be distorted. She can be the queen who abdicates, who gives away her power and becomes the victim and the one to be saved, the princess who says, oh, I'm going to wait for someone to do that for me. I cannot do that. I'm going to wait for someone else, for the charming prince. Prince Charming will do that for me, will save me. So this is giving away your power, not taking responsibility. Some of my students begin this journey with me, having fear of the word responsibility, because it's perceived like a weight on your shoulders. Nothing more false than that. Responsibility goes hand in hand with power. if you are responsible, you have the power to answer, to respond to what happens and change the things. The other distortion of the archetype of the queen is the despotic queen, the queen that really becomes like the queen of Snow White, that wants to be the most beautiful, the most powerful, the most loved one, and the most cherished one at the party, at the dinner table. This is not healthy as well, not at all. It's such a waste of energy. Hi, Nicola. Hi, nice to see you. Good morning. So Nicola is one of the queens who applied to the Priestess of Aphrodite and Sacred Sexuality training. Welcome to you. So she just joined the group of fabulous women that are applying to this revolutionary, radical path. So you want to work with the queen, please know that this is not the princess. This is not the power over queen. So in the patriarchal version of the stories about queens, either we are bitches or we are incapable little girls to be saved. But the priestess, stepping into the priestess archetype, is becoming queen of your realm. Queen of your realm doesn't mean that you say, oh, everything is mine, I want everything for myself. This is the distortion. What does it mean, queen of your queendom, in a practical way? Priestess of Aphrodite and Sacred Sexuality training is an empowerment path that, through sacred sexuality practices, through embodying what I created as Aphroditic philosophy and spirituality, brings you to really embody Aphrodite as the great goddess that she is, not the diminished, belittled goddess that patriarchy transmitted us through patriarchal narrators. I've done 15 years of researches, and I know and I teach how Aphrodite is a feminist model of empowerment, of sexiness, of juiciness, of love, 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 love. For women, men, people of any gender, she's such a powerful goddess. Embodying her archetype, working with their archetype, you will expand your heart, expand your sexual pleasure, expand your magnetism, your ability to attract what you desire into your life, and your ability to inspire other people to become better persons, better people. So you will contribute to beautify yourself and the world. So speaking about sex and pleasure, this training will empower you so much that you will be that woman able to say no when you want to say no to your kids, to your partner in sex or out of the bed, even if you don't want something. To say no to waxing if you want to. If you don't want to, you can say no. You can say no to your boss, for example, that wants to exploit you. You can say, no, I don't want to. I don't say yes to this. I say no. With this training, you'll be that woman that enhances her self-esteem. You'll be that woman that is no more a people pleaser at her own expense, but you will learn how to be a self-pleaser in sex and in every area of your life. You will concentrate on your pleasure, not because you're a bit selfish, but because you have self-love. And only if you have self-love, you can really help and inspire others. You will be that woman who shuts up those who judge mothers who take time for herself, or mothers who continue to incarnate the lover's archetype. Come on. We are going towards the 2025. Mothers have the right to have good sex and have pleasure, to have time for that without being considering bitches. You will be, with this training, that woman who petrifies with the glance those who make sexist jokes. You will have the goddess power to petrify with the glance. You will be that woman that can have sex however you want, whenever you want, how much as you want, with whomever you want, without receiving a label for that. No, thank you. You will be that woman with this training, Priestess of Aphrodite and Sacred Sexuality, that contributes to create, to reduce the gender gap and the dream gap. Do you know what is the gender gap and the dream gap? The gender gap, gender pay gap, is the thing that is non-said in our society, but only because you're a woman, you're paid less than men. Maybe you have a better curriculum, the same working position, but you're a woman, so you're paid less. Just as if tomorrow there is a non-said, non-spoken law that, everyone who is blonde is paid less. It's nonsense, right? While the dream gap is that thing that women of every part of the world start to absorb from the age of 5. So our daughters and we ourselves, from the age of 5, we start to understand that our dreams are less realizable, less likely to manifest compared to our brothers, our male friends. We understand that at 5 years. When a little girl who likes airplanes is said, instead of, oh, so you want to be an airplane engineer? No, she said, oh, so you want to be a flight hostess? No, I want to be a flight engineer, an airplane engineer. So this is the gender pay gap and the dream gap. You will, with this training, contribute to reduce it because you'll be such an empowered woman that you'll be paid. You'll put yourself through the techniques I'll teach you, through the changes of energies you will go through this training. You become that woman that will be paid as she really deserves. You will be treated like a queen, or maybe you'll be the boss, but you'll be a good boss, a leader in a feminine, assertive, healthy way, realizing yourself fully for who you really are. You'll contribute to create a world in which if a woman succeeds, if she's successful, she's not told, I don't know, maybe she went to bed with somebody, she had sex with somebody. And even if so, let's stop moving the problem on her and let's zoom out and see the whole situation. The fact that power is still concentrated in the hands of men, and that it's men, those who allow women to have a career, it's not healthy. This is the problem. This is the problem, not the fact that some women go to bed with men, with powerful men, in order to access apical positions, to reach the top of the pyramid. So let's really acknowledge what is the real problem here. With this training, and I can tell that every one of my students had these results from the first moment we started studying together. With this training, you learn how to attract lovely people in your entourage, into your field, and surround yourself with allies, not people who tear you down, but people who rise you, lift you up. So what's the connection between what I'm saying and spirituality? I'm going to reach that in a moment, because I want also to say one important thing. With this training, you'll be the woman who doesn't judge negatively strong women, but you'll be one of them. And you will be close. You want to be close to powerful women, to women you admire, because you know that they can be your inspirers, your expansor. So you want to stay in the containers of those women who you admire. So what is the connection between this and spirituality? There is a very common belief that spirituality means poverty. Why? No. Where? Never. Like in the past, people were really aware. Sorry for the noises. They're building up a house near here in Bali. So, dum, 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 dum. So in the past, the people of the community and the politicians, everyone knew that priestesses, shamans, medicine women, they provided an immense service, a continuous and devoted service to single individuals, couples, and communities. They acknowledged the great, tremendous amount of work and precious work, of responsibility and constant working on an emotional, spiritual, and physical level from the priestess. It was recognized. So the whole community took care about the priestess or the medicine woman or the shaman, because they knew how precious her work was. So never she was into poverty state. Never. It's totally false. Priestesses in the temples received many offerings because they gave a lot, and people recognized the preciousness of those queens. Hi, Sacerdotisa. Hello. Just for those who just connected, I'm speaking today about women, sex, money, and power. So stay. Also because I'm going to give you at the end of this life some juicy practices to thrive in pleasure and in abundance. So it's not true that women and women in spirituality have to stay in poverty. Bullshit. Especially in matriarchal societies, mothers, physical mothers or spiritual mothers are so cared about, are so cared by the whole community. They are cuddled by the whole community. They are satisfied on every level. They thrive because people recognize how precious their work is. So we have to put those people who carry out a helping profession into the condition to give and to serve from a place of abundance and happiness and fulfillment. That's the state in which I will take you. That's the state in which every one of my students is taken into. So you want to serve, you want to be a coach, you want to be a mentor for other people, you want to be a priestess of Aphrodite and sacred sexuality. Yes. So you have to say yes to your empowerment, yes to your pleasure, to embodying and holding more and more pleasure into your body and into your field, more and more abundance. And it's not selfishness. It's recognizing that you need to stay in a state of abundance in order to give. It's like the goddess, mother goddess, like the earth, cannot give, cannot blossom, cannot produce food and vegetables and fruit if it's dry, if the community don't just take and don't water the plants. If the community doesn't just take apples and don't give back. So when there is this acknowledgement from you, within you, that you give so much beauty, and with this training you will receive so much power and so much beauty, you will want to give back to the world. At the same time, you will naturally emanate and radiate this power and this beauty, that you will naturally attract those people that will support you, that will put you in the condition to give, continue to give. So you will enter through the practices that I've been teaching for the last 15 years successfully to women and men from all over Italy and all over the world. You will naturally becoming to step into that power, that energy that will allow you to give and receive, give and receive, give and receive. So the first step is accepting to receive. Are you accepting to receive? Money? Are you accepting to receive more money? And I said, I am pro-gift economy. I am an advocate for gift economy, but at the same time, we still live in a patriarchal society, and we still need money to do courses, to do journeys, to study, to become a better person as well. So it's just a mean. But are you receiving this abundance? Are you saying yes to that? Or are you saying, no. Putting yourself into the condition of scarcity. I was one of those. I was. Even if I come from a wealthy family, I was one of those. Until I became a mother, until I founded the Goddess Temple in Rome, until the very path of the Priestess and becoming a teacher for people all over the world taught me that I had to incarnate Aphrodite's abundance and teach about abundance, which is not to be greedy. I want this, I want this, I want this, all for me. No, it's not greediness. It's instead generosity that can exist only if you are thriving, my dears, my beloveds. As priestesses, as coaches, as mentors, as people who help other people, we need to thrive. Otherwise, it's like, again, like nature that cannot give anything. It's dry. We are dry. What can we give if we are dry? Nothing. Nothing. Just give venom. Just like a dry, dead land, desolated land. No, we want to be like Bali, which I am now. We want to be like Bali land, so bountiful. We deserve to be bountiful. And being bountiful, being wealthy, being thriving in pleasure, receiving more pleasure into our body, receiving more abundance into our field, allows us to be better people that can help other people and inspire. Okay. So listen to this, because this is really, really, and I know what I'm going to say can cause very strong reactions into you. Listen to this. I know it's provocative, but let it work within you. How much money do you attract and you receive into your life is connected to how much pleasure you can stand, you can receive, how much love you feel worth receiving. And it took me years to value myself. It took me years, and it was so painful. You don't have to go through years and go through the same pain I had. There is a whole bunch of teachings that I will transmit to you, so that you can be a thriving person that can give to other people, contributing to be happy, to be healthy and wealthy, and sexually full of energy and help other people to tap into that Aphrodite energy. So my teachings consist in helping you stepping out of the vicious circle of giving, feeling miserable, victimizing yourself, and jumping into a virtuous circle where you be bountiful, where you be satisfied of your life, where you be so in love with your work, with your life, that you can inspire other people and help other people without greediness, but from a place of abundance, without feeling fear. Oh, I'm going to lose everything. My treasure. No, it's not that. It's not that. But making it circulate, making pleasure, love, and energy of abundance circulate into the world. So this path of Priestess of Aphrodite and Sacred Sexuality is a path for you if you're ready to become a priestess queen. So I want to give you some free practices. The training is going to start very soon, so you can benefit from these practices. I'm going to donate you today and let them work within yourself. And if you feel called by Aphrodite and the mysteries of sacred sexuality, you can join in the training with the fabulous, brilliant women from all over the world. And you can know more about the training by, if you're on Instagram, you will go on the link in my bio, click on the link in my bio and click on the page on the internet page to know more about the training, which is starting soon. If you are from other socials, go on my Instagram, Maya Vassallo di Florio Secret Sex. Same process. Or write me at mayavasallodiflorio@gmail.com. So what are these practices I want to donate you straight away today to start reclaiming your queendom, your realm? First one, mirror is sacred to Aphrodite. Is a symbol sacred to Aphrodite. So do the mirror practice to acknowledge your value. Start doing it every day. Training your eyes to see through the Aphrodite glance of beauty. Training your eyes to see yourself as a woman worth respect. You're worth to be respected. You're worth to be loved. You're worth to be successful. You're worth to receive pleasure in a sexual life, in every field of your life. Start training yourself with intention every day in front of your Aphrodite mirror. Start from this exercise of self-love and self-acceptance. Embracing every part of you, even those parts of you that you were taught to severely judge. Only like that you will realize yourself fully in life and in relationships. And you will attract more power, more love, and more pleasure. Second practice you can do together with the one of the mirror. Start making an affirmation, the intention to hold your financial power. So inform yourself, study, educate yourself, so you can take conscious decisions about your money. These will increase your financial condition, but also it will reinforce the sensation of being in control of your life. Being responsible, be responsible. Don't be in the princess archetype, be in the priestess queen archetype. So be responsible for your resources. Don't say to another man, maybe your father or your partner, oh, you take care of the money, I am a woman. No, this is so patriarchal. So we women can talk about money. We women can be independent financially. This is a radical feminist path. Third practice you can do starting from now this week. Explore your sexuality. Reconnect with your body in ways that you feel respectful, joyous, and authentically pleasurable. How many times per day do you touch your body? I bet almost never, right? Only when you do the shower or when you wash yourself, or you are touched in sexuality. But do you, during the day, massage your head sensually? Do you caress your body, even if you are at work? Do you caress your body? Do you caress your face? Do you play with your lips? Do you play with your ears? Feeling the sensation of the velvet, of the silky sensation of the ears. Do you play with the rolls of your lips? Do you touch your hands during the day? I bet you don't. The majority of women doesn't, at least. So as soon as you discover the sensual touch out of sexuality with a partner, out of showering your body, so be in the pleasure of having a body and enter a sensual relationship with your body throughout the day, even in non-sexual moments, even when you're not with a partner. Relate with your body, not in terms of use, but in terms of pleasurable relationship. And then you will see how your vital energy will by the touch, by the Aphrodite touch of your body. And you will be able to inhabit more your body, to be more energized, and to have control of all the areas of your life, to be more in control, at least. So we don't have a full control. We just have to surrender sometimes, but you will be responsible and responsive because you will awaken your body and your subtle bodies. So this was the third practice. I have a fourth practice as well. This, from now on, if you want to start embodying Aphrodite and start practicing Aphroditic philosophy and spirituality, learn to set healthy boundaries. Learn to say no, not with no, not with no, sorry, no, just no, assertively. It's fundamental. Your boundaries can help you protect your realm. Your realm, what is it? Your queendom. It's the things, the people that matter to you, that you want to protect. You want your boundaries to be respected and not invaded. So you will have to set clear boundaries, boundaries that you yourself believe. No sense of guilt, no sense of, oh, I'm being a bitch, because this is a distortion of power. Just no. Learn to say no. I know it's really difficult. I was one of those who never said no. I was raised as a people pleaser, but this was such a drain of energy, and yeah, it took me away so much power and so much money and so much pleasure. While learning to say no to somebody or something means saying yes to what's within your realm, to yourself, to what's dear to your heart. Okay. Fifth gift for you today. This is very important, so remember it. Connect with other queens. You're not alone. And if you want to incarnate the Aphroditic queen, priestess, you're not a bitch. You're a powerful, beautiful woman. So don't listen to anyone who makes you feel guilty or inappropriate if you want to state your power. Because your power, it's not the patriarchal power over. It's the power with, the power to speak, manifest, and be your inner truth, to manifest who you really are. So surround yourself with women who mirror the sovereignty that you want to incarnate. Together, you can support yourself mutually, reciprocally, in a path of collective and individual empowerment. So Aphrodite and Sacred Sexuality Priestess training is just for that. It's a container that I've been teaching and creating and nurturing for many, many, many years. And I've seen so many women and also some men blossoming into that. Remember this. We are the average of the 5 people we stay with the most. Think about that. What are the 5? Who are the 5 people you spend more time with? Because you're a result of that. Are you surrounding yourself with people who tear you down, who want to dismantle your dreams and desires, or with people that say you, yes, I believe you have all the competencies to do that. Yes, go for it. Go for it. It's that kind of people, the same queens you will find inside my container to become a priestess of Aphrodite and sacred sexuality. This is the greatest investment you can do, to be in containers where we can stay with our flock, like the ugly duckling. We understand we are not ugly duckling, we are swans, because we choose deliberately to be in a flock of people that we love and that love us and inspire us to evolve. So ask yourself, who are your allies in life? Who are your expansers? You will find so many into the training to become a priestess of Aphrodite and sacred sexuality. And it will be like the osmosis process, because breathing every day that kind of power, that kind of sparkling, glittering energy, blossoming energy, your unconscious mind will activate those creative processes that you will automatically move your steps towards sticking to that new identity, because our identity and our brains are flexible, are plastic. We can decide which woman we want to become. And every day I encourage women to become more and more of an Aphrodite woman. Aphrodite woman is not a princess, not at all. I'm going to teach you how Aphrodite is really an empowered model, feminist model of spirituality, of sexuality, of financial situation. She's gold, pure gold, represent her. And you are pure gold. You deserve the golden pleasure in sex and in every area of your life. So put yourself in the conditions and in the places where you can learn how to be queen priestess with people who inspire you. Okay. So if you want to stay little, to play the victim and wasting your energy into complaining about how miserable your life is and how you've been unlucky, how your life is determined forever by the heavy circumstances, then I'm not the mentor for you. But if you're ready to raise up in glory, to blossom in all of your sensuality, to ignite your magnetism, to attract whatever you want, to ignite your feminine power, to create the life you want for yourself. If you are ready to have a huge and beautiful impact on other people's life, if you are ready to shine and sparkle and thrive and be yourself unapologetically, all these while you enjoy learning ancient sacred sexuality practices and embody Aphrodite archetype more and more, then the training to become priestess of Aphrodite and sacred sexuality is just for you. And I am so ready to be your mentor. Come and join. the amazing group of women that already said yes to working with Aphrodite and sacred sexuality. There is a last gift from me to you before I say goodbye and leave you to this beautiful day. The gift is that if you want to book a free private session of orientation with me, you are very welcome, and I will be happy to give it for free. And you can book your private session with me by going on my Instagram, Maya Vassallo di Florio _ sacred sexuality. And in the link in my bio, you will find the link to book the free private session with me. And I will be at service to help you understand if this is the training for you, and to answer every one of your questions if you want some information. The training is starting now, so hurry up. Call your friends in if they're ready to hear this message, to receive this empowerment and more pleasure and love. And I am so glad that you've been with me today, and I've been with you, accompanying you into this beautiful day. May it be a wonderful day. Put into practice the practices I gave you. Start from today, don't wait. Incarnating, embodying Aphrodite as the archetype of the Queen Priestess. And I'm waiting for you to the other side of Aphrodite's veil, into Aphrodite and sacred sexuality Priestess training, if you feel called to. Thank you for being here. Love you, and have a fabulous day.